Good afternoon, everyone. Well, wherever you are, it could be the evening. I wanted to, first of all, apologize because I'm in between my training sessions right now, so I'm in my car. This is like my break time, and I'm completely relaxed. Anyways, I wanted to address two things. One, oh yeah, my appearance is kind of a little busted because I had 3 sessions this morning, and I have two more to go this afternoon. So Thursdays I'm usually a mess. I just look really tired and run down. But oh, I want you guys to see my leggings. Aren't these cool? My favorite color, purple. Oh yes. Ooh la la. Anyways, um, you guys gotta laugh. There's so much going on that. So there was a comment by our good old soul sister Naya, and she said that in her dream, while sleeping yesterday, a voice spoke to her too, and this voice said Zetron. Boop. So of course, she said, she heard the message and she didn't realize what it meant, or so I did a little digging. Naya, you're gonna trip out. Zetron is the name of the company that's interface manufacturing for the 911 distress call box. So when dispatch, now there's people in dispatch for 911 or 911 calls when you call 911 the police. This was a manufactured infiltration system that sent calls that were 911 directly to a call box. That call box has a person, a receiver, on the other end who's now called dispatch, where dispatch will then communicate to whomever needs to attend to your need. So something very interesting is around the corner. And if someone from across the world from where I am is getting, sorry, there's wind. Ooh, awkward winds just came out of nowhere. What the? That scared the crap out of me. I'm like, oh no. Well, yeah, Scotty, he's here. Basically, Zetron, it's a manufacturer. It was in the 1970s, so I put that in the description box below. I think when you read it and you try to read into it, for someone who's been following my channel since I started speaking about Words for Wisdom, thank you so much for being by my side, Naya, because there's been times where I've did doubt myself in this channel, and there were things that I've said before, and people criticized me really badly in the beginning. But now I think things are turning around where people are actually saying, wow, Aaron is definitely onto something. Aaron definitely has. Let me roll up the window. Now the crows are going crazy. I've never felt normal. It's kind of sad. I was talking to one of my coworkers today, and she was like, someone told me that I was an empath. I was like, don't go there. Run the other way. And she was like, but, it's a calling, and I feel that I'm called. And I'm like, girl. See, even the crow agrees with me. I gotta figure out what's up with me and crows, because they're always, actually, I have another, thank you, crow. So, you guys remember the TV show, Highlander? Was it the Highlander? Where, he was like an assassin who had to change and rewrite the future, so he had to kill people. I think that was the story. So um, every time he killed someone, lightning would come down, and he would transcend to the next, either it's the past, the future, or wherever. Like, he was a time traveler. Zetron was also the company that made Minecraft. And Minecraft's first episode, or Minecraft? Yeah, Minecraft. The little computer, you build your own land. Their first real, like live, I don't know how you put it. The first real comic storyline that they had collaborated with DC Comics and The Flash. So The Flash, I'll try to find the link. Oh, there's a whole lot I have to put in my description box. So The Flash, if you guys don't know the story of The Flash, it's DC Comics, and he, what's his name? I forget the main character's name, but Barry. And he was struck by lightning, and he was in a coma for 9 months. And so, weird guy just stopped in front of my car. Okay. That happens a lot. I guess sometimes when people get an amplification of like our energy, they stop and don't know why they stopped. He probably doesn't even know I'm here in this car. Anyways, so Barry was struck by lightning. He went into a coma for 9 months. He comes out of this coma. He's fully like, out and about, and going about his day. And he returns to his, schooling. And the girl or people in his class said, Barry, don't you know what happened? Like, you died and went into a coma or something. You went to a coma for 9 months and you just came back. He was totally unaware that he was in a coma. But he was able to be the first being to achieve Speed Force. I think, in the TV series that I'm watching now every Tuesday, he's trying to get zero gravity. But he needs to collaborate with his daughter from the future. It's a whole story. Anyways, that's the story of Zetron. That's the connection to Zetron, Zetron. Thank you, Naya, for putting that in the comments this morning, because I told you I'm able to channel and figure it out. And also Google search puts things together too. I thought Zetron was a name of an archangel, but there aren't any. I'm trying to still understand Metatron, where that name came from, because all archangels, all real angels, have IEL endings. There was even one. When I started my awakening journey, I was speaking to an angel and it was talking back, and I know I shouldn't have done that. But this angel name was Cassiel, and Cassiel is connected to Kronos and connected to Saturn, and I felt like there was a great manipulation on me, and that's where you have to always be concerned about when you go too far, or when you navigate into dark arts or witchcraft or whatever, or when you break free from religion and you feel like, oh, I have free will to do what I want. But free will and doing what you want can get you in trouble too. So that's just to come to show you guys that you need to have some structure in your journey. It's not just do what you want case scenario. Have you guys seen the trailer for The Dark Phoenix? Oh my God, the awkward wind. I think it's the last X-Men installment movie, as they say, which I'll also put in the description box below. But The Dark Phoenix, it comes out June 7th. I think that timing is interesting because 7 And what is that? June 7th. That's a 7 to 7/14. That's a 5. And then at 3 of 2019, that makes, no wait. Yeah, 18. And 1 and 8 is a 9. Do you guys see that? Like, June 7th, the numbers across the board adding as additions to a singular number makes a 9. And that's the timeline. I think I put that in my last, I think in my May is Cray Cray video. I put a bunch of number alignments where at the beginning or at this cusp of May right now, we will see something strange. And at the very end of the month, you will see it reoccur again. June 7th is probably another one of these go-arounds. So that's a third. There's 4 of these. I actually had a dream about this a year ago. The dream was basically how to get out of here. I'm not saying this is what's going to happen. It's just a theory. I'm writing in my journal how I'm getting out of here. Like, if it were next Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I need to write it out, because I think that's the issue. Is we're so oppressed and we're so in our ways that we don't think that that's a possibility. But if we can just be cuckoo crazy to ourselves with love and just say, you know what, if poop hits the fan Sunday, this is my escape plan. There's going to be an angel who descends, who God has sent, and they are going to catch me up to everyone else. I would do it. If that's what you guys have been taught or followed for a long time, and it's your belief system, why back out now? Why be dumbfounded right now? Why backpedal now? If all of what you know from either religion and either path or what have you, if it gets to this last pivotal point in the history of existence, why would you back? And this is what I told the lady who was imposing as my twin flame for 5 years. Ooh, if you guys knew how that unfolded, it got worse. I would just kind of tell that shortly. But long story short, watch the Dark Phoenix trailer, because it talks about there was a trip to space, and the young X-Men from the Origins movie had went to check out this distress call in space. Long story short, there was a solar flare that came, and it basically didn't affect anybody because of their DNA and their mutant abilities, whatever. But the only one that was most effective was Jean Grey. Maybe she was Rh negative mutant, I don't know. But when the solar flare went through her body, it then enhanced the darkness in her. Thus, she becomes the fiery phoenix. So that's the whole story of it. But then later on, she takes advantage of the dark energy. And then she becomes the Black Queen. And then I think they killed her off. No, she... it was a war. It's a whole story. It's in the description box below. But it was a war between good and evil. And it resulted with... X-Men being defeated, and then there was a bargain. The Space Force had to either make war with the X-Men in exchange for Dark Phoenix's, what do you call it? I forget what they call it. It's, I can't think right now. I'm so tired. She was like the bargain, is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, I'm going to let you guys go because I don't want my video going too long. It takes a while to upload. But have a great rest of your day. I will too. I'm sitting back in my car. I just want to translate what Zetron means. And definitely there's a connection to something on its way. Anyways, thank you, Naya, for the comments. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.